Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me home when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, with a tree.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They go play action with Dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. Now Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Once again, he finds Slayton. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. The Giants come in with 2 wins on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard. And they played well all 3 phases of the game. I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
26-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. That's to Cam Scatterbroo out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And they'll be inside the 35, now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Giants, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'll be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Giants nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left is Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Tracy. Eventually wrangled down
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing his dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a 1st down.
First and goal at the 3.
To throw now, dart. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Scatteroo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Eagles.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Oh, it's
They'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Abdul Carter drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
To throw, Dart. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Giants first down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Dart. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the 48-yard line.
To the air, Dart. Drops this underneath for Pollard. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Dart. Short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 38.
Throwing again is Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Good return up past the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Good tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established a running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
That's good for Eagles.
Hey, Silver.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 27 yards. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, it's Sidney Brown with it. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick-6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
79 Broncos. Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Dart going to look to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Dart. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them?
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They give him a gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw, Dart. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes, left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
And the Giants First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Shut up. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Dart. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Dart. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Have the 60, have the 60.
Throwing, Dart. And this is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they go screen. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday night prime time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now throwing again. Here's Dart. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback.